Hey everyone, this is Leslie. Most of you all know me by Kinky Curly Beauty. I'm coming to you this evening with a few tutorials of the pinups that I've been wearing lately. As you all know, I do not like doing this. I still have a lot of work to do, but because so many of you love the styles, I've decided to just choke it up and go ahead and try to do this tutorial. As you can see, my hair is still in the blown out state. And let me say this because I've seen a lot of people ask this question, but because I've gotten so many comments all at once and so many likes, my notifications are here 1 minute and gone the next, and I have to search through the pictures in order to find your comments to respond to. But as browsing through, I've noticed that a lot of people have asked about me blow drying my hair. And I'll say that this was the first official time that I've ever completely done a blown out. In times past, I've only tried once, and I was so terrified of the process that I just barely put a low heat on my hair. So I don't really call that a blowout. Most times when I do a pin up, I stretch my hair, and that is when you're taking sections of your hair. And mind you, my hair is dirty. This is from the blowout that I did last Thursday. It's Thursday again, so it's 8 days old. So it is dirty, so please be mindful of that. But when you band, you just take sections of your hair and apply rubber bands from the root all the way to the, well, maybe about a ½ an inch or an inch away from your ends. And then you twist the ends. At least that's what I do. But when I'm doing a pin up, I stand in the mirror forever to decide what I want to do. And I'll just start parting. And I'll part and I'll look to see if this is going to be high enough, low enough. Then I'll come back down and I'll repart. So, and once I figure that it's where I want it to be, I'll section that part off, like so. And I'll put a clamp on it. So most times I know I'm going to have a twist on each side. So I'll come back on this side. Sometimes I like this one to be a little lower or a little higher. Most times a little higher. And I'll section this off. Okay, these are the easy parts. Then from here, I have to figure out, okay, what am I going to do next? So I'll go in and I'll see what direction I want my flat twist to go in. So I'll section that part off. And to make sure that my part is straight in the back, I get my handy mirror, because my bathroom has two mirrors, one facing this way, one that way. So I get my mirror here, and I hold it up, and I look at my part. And luckily, it's on the money. And once I see that my part is correct, I will section this hair off and pin it down. So on one of the pinups I had the back. I don't think I showed you the back. If I did, it was brief. I had the back in 2 twists going up in the air. I mean, going up toward the top of my head. So I got this hair and I pin it up. And I will say that whenever I have a pin up, either I have sat and thought about it while I'm at work, or while I'm riding down the highway, or just standing in the mirror I'll think of something real quick to do. Because I realized, like I said on one of my pictures on Instagram, although I don't have the Tracy Ross curly, pretty, fluffy hair, I do have some pretty natural hair. And I didn't want to feel obligated to the puff or just regular twist because I'm a lady. And I like to dress nice. And I have nice outings that I have to attend frequently. So I wanted something elegant, something classy that will still make me look like a lady while being natural. And I'm not fond of the flowers, although I love to see flowers in other naturals' hair. I'm just not a flower person. So I wanted something that was going to make me look girly and ladylike without it always having to be the twist or the puff. So I grabbed this hair and I just twist it up. Well, skip the part. My creams that I use. Every time I do a pinup, regardless of how often, I always use either this Shea Moisture Coconut and Style Milk. I love this. It gives your hair instant moisture. I use my infamous ORS Style Smooth and Hold Pudding. Or I use the Elastic QP Olive Oil and Mango Butter Moisturizer. Those are the three moisturizers that I always use. I apply that to my hair. I won't do it now because I'm thinking I'm going to wash this hair. It's been a week. Well, co-wash this hair because it needs it. So I grab this hair and I just twist up. My grandbaby has a little cold, and I'm wondering if she tried to give me a bit of it when I kept her last night. Okay, I've twisted that up. So now I'll twist it, the ends. And I'll pin it down like so with the clip. Then I'll get my handy mirror, see what it looks like so. And I'll go to the next one. Now, I'm OCD, so I like to take my time. There are times when it's only taking me a few minutes to do a pinup, and then there are times when it's literally taking me hours because I can't make up my mind what I want my hair to look like. So it just depends. I have good days with this, and then some days I have bad days. Now, I don't know how long this video is going to be because, like I said, I take my time. I always like to make sure it looks good. So, I said I wasn't going to edit, but if this video becomes too long, then I will edit. Okay, same here. Twist the hair up, and I pin it down. Get my mirror, look at it. And that's that. So now, come back to the front. And I start on the front. Like I said, normally I would add some type of cream But since I'm kind of up in the air about what I'm going to do, I'm not going to add it for time's sake. So we'll just flat twist this to the back. Make sure when you're twisting, you don't get too much hair for that next twist because you don't want it to look uneven. So I twist this hair, twist it up like so, and I pin this. And this time, because I haven't done the top yet, I'll twist it and pin it to the side like this. Just to leave me some room to do whatever I'm going to do on the top. Okay, this side, do the same. Twist it to the back. And as you can see, although this isn't a 1 or 2 minute style, it's fairly quick and it looks really nice. And if need be, because it's so quick, you could do this every day. But I know how most naturals are with the, you know, not all of the manipulation and all, minimal manipulation. So I always tell people to do it according to what your rules are for your hair. Because for me, I don't mind. I always manipulate my hair. That's why I call myself the hard-headed redhead, because I do a lot of things that most naturals forbid. But it's just hair to me. I'm not on a growth challenge or anything like that. You know, it's just hair. So I come up to the top and I get me some hair out. Now, on all the other twists, they've been fairly small or close together. But I want these to be fat, so I'm not gonna twist them so tightly or taunt like you YouTubers say. So I'm gonna clip this hair out of the way, and I will proceed to twist it. Now, the first 2 or 3, I will twist tight or taunt because I don't want them to be as puffy. But then as I get to going, I'm just loosely grabbing the hair. Loosely, and then I'll puff it up. Loosely grab, puff it up. And then I'm through with that. Twist it to the end. And because your hair is natural, it's going to automatically puff up anyway. So, like so. And I'll just tuck that right there. Grab another piece. And when I'm doing these, it really doesn't matter how well it's parted because you won't see the parts. But because of my OCD, they aren't too bad of parts. Again, grab really lightly. Well, that's a little bit too light. And that's a possibility that you will grab it too light and you won't get the definition that you're looking for. Okay. Got that twisted to the end. And now I've got 2. It really doesn't matter what happens to those ends while you're twisting because they're not going anywhere. Technically, they're not going anywhere. So, let me take these pins out. I forgot about that. Once you get toward the back, remove your pins. The twists aren't going to come loose, so you can unpin those. Part another section off. Hold that down. Pin it. Comb it out a little. And see, even if I were or wasn't considering co-washing my hair is still so moisturized, it doesn't really need any product on it. So, and that's a possibility when you've worn your hair a certain way for a certain time. Okay. Pardon me about my nose. I cannot believe it's doing that in the middle of me taping. And this isn't as neat as I would normally do it, but because, you know, for the sake of time, I'm trying to, you know, not have y'all watching a 30-minute tutorial on one quick style. Okay, I'll get some pins, pin these two down. Since this one isn't as long as those, get another pin and pin this one down up under the second one. If I can play with that however I want to. And then for this one, most times I like to pin these braids down, or these twists down, and then do some type of pompadour with that back hair to conceal or hide the ends of these braids. So what I'm doing is getting these twists and putting them all together. I'm going to turn around and show you what I'm doing. See what it looks like in the mirror. See, I'm holding all four of those side and back twists together. So I'm going to get some pins and pin those down. Most times, to not have pins all over the place, I'll just do a crisscross to connect all four and be done with it. And for this pompadour, I grab the sides, make it how I want it to be, twist the hair in the back, and then tuck it. And I pin that section down. And once I pin that section down, I will go in and pin how I need to pin, wherever else a pin is needed. So I'll just get a hairpin and hold my mirror, and I just pin. Look in the mirror and make sure that everything is pinned and in place. And that's how I do a style. And then once I'm done, I'll go in and I will pull the twist and fix them however I want them to be. If I need to pin something, like right here, I want that to be down, I'll pin right there. And this is the style. I hope you all like. One thing else I wanted to mention, I've had a lot of questions about my hair color. Initially, when I first started to post pictures on Instagram with this red, I would share what I used. But the hairstylist in me doesn't remain the same. If you're a hairstylist, you know that you're always doing something. You're always tweaking something or changing something up. And although I love my hair, I like to keep it healthy, but I'm always trying something. If it falls out, it'll grow back. That's just how I feel about it. So I'm always adding different colors of red, of course. So with that being said, my color changes. Sometimes it's darker, sometimes it's lighter, sometimes it's an orange tone, sometimes it's a darker red tone. Although I will say that the lighting affects how my color shows up a lot of the time, which is why it looks so different so often. Like on all of those pinups I've done this week, some of them look totally different than the others, and it's because of the lighting. But I've chosen to no longer share how I color my hair, and it's only because I've had a few women take the information I gave them about my hair color and tried it, and then once it didn't work or it didn't look the same on their hair, they had tons of questions and wanted to know why this and why that, and I really can't explain that because I can't see your hair. I can't tangibly touch and feel your hair. I don't know your hair's history. I know that I've had so many shades of blonde and copper up under this red hair. So I really can't explain why your hair doesn't turn out like mine. So to prevent all of that, I just decided to no longer discuss my color. There are so many different reds out there. I will say this. There are so many different reds out there. There are so many different reds that are for dark colored hair that will be as pigmented and as full as mine. And you should have a successful, beautiful head of red hair. I've seen so many different women with red hair. But for the sake of trying to explain what went wrong or what needs to be done, and I not be there with you to really see what's going on, I just decided to no longer discuss the red. Now, if you come to me with questions about a color that you found, I'll be more than happy to assist you and share what I know about that color or that brand. But I will no longer give out information about what I do for mine, and I hope you understand that because, like I said, I change all the time. I'm always adding a color. I'll stop one color and add another color. So I'm always changing. So to prevent any confusion or questions about why yours didn't turn out like mine, I just rather you come to me, if you like, with questions about a color that you found, rather than me giving you information on mine. Okay, this video is almost 25 minutes long. I knew it would be long, and I hope that you still watch it regardless. I thank you so much. All of my new followers, I'm so grateful to have you. All of my old ones that have been with me forever, I love you all to death. I'm so grateful to have you. I appreciate what you all do for me. I love giving out information and helping whenever I can. And let's just do this. Let's go on this journey together, have fun, and learn. Please like this video. Please subscribe. There's so much more to come. Thanks and have a great evening.